we have the event cut, and here on cut, and we have the event copy, and that is on copy, and we have event paste on that. So on paste, these are the options defined. That means whenever you are handling those actions here, that means I typed something here, so and it is converted to uppercase. I clicked here, right click and select and cut, then it says removed and copied to clipboard, and I right click and click on paste, then it says inserted from clipboard. I selected that and copy, then it says copy to clipboard, and I am inserting again, then it says that inserted from clipboard. The status is very common. These days in mobile applications, when we go to mobile, all these status are very important to show. Why? Because when we are sending an application to mobile, on the mobile we can't show pop-ups immediately. On screen itself we need to display messages. And one problem is on mobiles we give options like long press to copy, or we just say copy. Sometimes users are confused whether it is copied or not, so that when they go to another location and try to paste, it's not working. So that's the reason you have seen on mobile applications every time when you copy a number, it immediately says copied, means the status has to be shown every time. These are all general things, but very commonly used concepts, very commonly used options. Now, one question and one task for you is, and what generally asked in interviews, I will give you that as a task, you try to do that. The task is nothing but create a page. Create a page. Page means generally your HTML component page. Am I right? Create a HTML component page and disable copy, cut, and right click options. You have to try this. You try to do this and let me know were you able to do that or not. That means you do some research, because these are general things. If you know JavaScript, it is very simple to handle this point. And you have to just try this in Angular. That means it's a very commonly asked question. How you will disable right clicks inside my page? Because you see banking applications and others, they don't allow right click in the page. When you try to right click means context menu. Context menu means right click. They will not allow to copy and paste also. That means you need to design a component page in such a way that these events will not work. Disable means cut, copy, paste. These events will not work. These events will not work. You have to try to handle this. Let me know tomorrow. So have you able to do this or not? So that means you need to create a page. In that page, you need to disable this. You need to disable copy, disable cut, and disable right click. Actually, this is a general thing required for many applications regularly. And this is what you need to understand how to try. How do we try? Actually, if you know HTML, do you know how you can disable cut, copy, paste? In HTML and JavaScript, do you know how you can do? How to disable, cut, copy, paste, or right click in a page, web page? Any idea? You have any idea of disabling, cut, copy, paste? Any of you? Yes, no, I'm not getting any response from you people. All others, right? see, this is not a one-way concept, right? If you don't respond, you are so, if you feel like dumb, right? That will not be good, because if you don't respond, if you don't ask anything or tell anything, then I can finish this course in 1 week and I can say that it's done. Now you can go and sleep, right? You need, if you respond, if you tell something, then I can give you more tasks, more options, and I can explore more things for you. Otherwise, I will just finish the course, then you will say that I learned, but I am unable to do anything, right? It should not be like that, right? Right. So you never tried with this option, right? So, but it is a very common requirement, na? In applications, it is very common requirement, na? In web applications, it is a very common requirement, how you can disable, right? Right. So generally, I will show you how it is done. You have to try this in Angular event binding. It is also similar, just few changes you have to do related to event techniques. Because you know already event technique, you need to try some more things here. So you need to configure some more things here. So what is the point is actually technically how you have to manage is, suppose we are designing a page. We are designing a page, a HTML page. So the body section. And here, so I will keep a heading here. So heading. So here I will define as right click, copy or disabled on this page, and I saved this. It's a very simple thing actually. Suppose demo sample.html. Okay, this is the sample HTML page. Let's open on a browser and see here. This is the sample HTML page. As of now, even selection also disabled, right? Then actually you see now I click and drag, it is working, selection working, and I right click also working, and I can even copy those options also. How to disable these inside the page? That is a very common thing. Just what you need to do is you need to handle some events on body. So that is on context menu. On context menu means right click, it should return false. Similarly, on context menu, it should return false. Similarly, on selection start, it should return false. So, and on cut or on copy, it should return false. These are the options we need to manage actually. So I refresh here. That means now I drag here. So I'm dragging here. Selection is working fine. Right click is not working, because for selection, we need to add one more option. So on select start is equal to return false. And another on select is equal to return false, because some browsers cannot understand selection start. Then we have to use select start. And legacy browsers can understand select. That's the reason we need to try three things, because we don't know which browser they will use, and every browser will not support the same event. So 3 events we have to try. And I am dragging here. You see my selection is not working now. I am unable to select